Hello, dear students. My name is Rodrigo Lasso Campo, and this is EasEnglish, your English learning program. This time, I am very glad to present Lesson 92. Lesson 92 in Level 2 of Curso Debutante. And the title of this lesson is, What is at the Zoo? What is at the zoo? This means that we are going to be talking about what animals you can see in the zoo, what animals there are in the zoo. For example, here is an elephant. Then you can say that there are elephants in the zoo. There are elephants in the zoo. On the next page, we have two more zoo animals. Here is a bear, and this is a hippo. So you can say that there are bears in the zoo, and there are hippos in the zoo. Are there monkeys in the zoo? Are there dogs and cats in the zoo? Well, this is what we are going to be talking about. Let's get ahead and get down to the lesson. Bueno, quiero empezar contándole que there be, así se pronuncian estas dos palabras, there be, es el nombre de un verbo en inglés. Nombre de un verbo en inglés. Así como cantar, reír, leer, son nombres de verbos en español. Ese verbo conjugado en el tiempo presente tiene solamente dos formas. Una es there is para singular y there are para plural. Y está seguido siempre de un nombre. Aquí de un nombre en singular y esta forma, la segunda, de un nombre en plural. Y se usan para expresar existencia de algo. Here are two examples. There is a new president in Colombia every 4 years. There is one new president, only one. There are 32, not one, 32 departments in Colombia. There are 32 departments in Colombia. Ahora, si lo que queremos es formular una pregunta, there is y there are se invierten. Entonces tenemos is there, are there, is there a president in Colombia every 4 years? Are there 32 departments in Colombia? A lo largo de esta lección observaremos que el énfasis es la forma interrogativa para plural, are there. Entonces leamos. Are there bears at the zoo? Yes, there are. La respuesta pudo haber sido yes, there are bears at the zoo. Una respuesta completa, pero no es necesario. No es de mucho uso comunicativo. La forma preferible es yes, there are. Are there bears at the zoo? Yes, there are. Are there monkeys at the zoo? Yes, there are. Next page. Are there elephants at the zoo? Yes, there are. Are there giraffes at the zoo? Yes, there are. Are there lions and tigers at the zoo? Yes, there are. Are there hippos at the zoo? Yes, there are. Are there sea lions at the zoo? Yes, there are. Are there dinosaurs at the zoo? No, there are not. Aquí ya observamos una respuesta negativa. No, there are not. Notemos que se usa la doble negación. No para la primera negación y not para la segunda. No, not. No, there are not. Or no, there are not dinosaurs at the zoo. Now, I want to ask you 5 extra questions for some further practice on asking and answering questions with are there. Question number 1. Are there 10 people in your family? Question 2. Are there 2 beds in your room? Question 3. Are there 6 windows in your house? Question 4. Are there many streets in your city? And question 5. Are there 2 hospitals in your city? Easy or difficult? Now let's move on to the activities. There are 2 activities in this lesson, and this is activity 1. In this diagram, you and I are going to either draw pictures or paste pictures of 4 animals that you can see in the zoo. And after pasting or drawing those pictures, you and I are going to talk about animals that can be found, animals that you can see in the zoo. Okay, I'm going to paste 4 pictures, and in the meantime you can do the same either on your book or a piece of paper or whatever you can. Let's do it. Here you can see a sea lion, a hippo, an elephant, and a tiger. Different animals are in zoos. There are different animals in zoos. So we can say that there are sea lions, hippos, elephants, and tigers in the zoo. There are sea lions, hippos, elephants, and tigers in the zoo. Let's write this sentence. Here you are. There are sea lions, hippos, elephants, and tigers in the zoo. Now, I'm going to show you one kind of animal that is not in the zoo. And then we're going to make a new sentence making a contrast between what you can see in the zoo and what you cannot see in the zoo. Here you are. The words yes and no indicate what animals you can see in the zoo and what animal you cannot see in the zoo. Then it is possible to say that in the zoo there are elephants, tigers, hippos, and sea lions, but there are not dinosaurs. Let me say that again. In the zoo, there are elephants, tigers, hippos, and sea lions, but there are not dinosaurs. Let me write this. Here is the sentence. In the zoo, there are elephants, tigers, hippos, and sea lions, but there are not dinosaurs. You got it? Now we are turning to the next activity, activity number 2. This is activity number 2. There are 10 sentences. Sentence 1, sentence 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sentences. And there are 2 different kinds of sentences: affirmative sentences and interrogative sentences. But the sentences are not complete. At the end, there is a blank, and you and I should complete the sentences by adding either a period or a question mark at the end. A period or a question mark. Let me write these words that are new to you, I suppose. Here, affirmative and interrogative sentences, period, and question mark. If a sentence is affirmative, you complete it with a period. But if the sentence is interrogative, you complete it with a question mark. First, you and I are going to read each sentence, and we will say whether it is an interrogative sentence or an affirmative sentence. Let's do it. What is at the zoo? What is at the zoo? Is it affirmative or interrogative? Number 2, what are the bears? What are the bears? Is it interrogative or affirmative? Number 3, he is sad. Affirmative or interrogative? Number 4, I like cats. Affirmative or interrogative? Are you big? Affirmative or interrogative? Here is my dog. Affirmative or interrogative? I see him. Affirmative or interrogative? When are you going? Affirmative or interrogative? Can I go to? Is it affirmative or interrogative? And last, put the book on the desk. Is this an interrogative or an affirmative sentence? De acuerdo con su respuesta a mi pregunta, usted lo va a completar. Yo voy a hacerlo y luego compararemos. Is that right? Let's do it. Here you are. I have placed question marks to complete the interrogative sentences and periods to complete the affirmative sentence. Sentences 1, 2, 5, 8, and 9 are interrogative. So I have placed the question mark at the end to complete them. And sentences 3, 4, 6, 7, and 10 are affirmative. So they have been completed with a period at the end. Let's say these sentences again, just for more practice. What is at the zoo? And you repeat, please. What are the bears? He is sad. I like cats. Are you big? Here is my dog. I see him. When are you going? Can I go too? Put the book on the desk. Okay, my dear students, I think this is the end of lesson 92. It's been nice talking to you, and I will be very happy to talk to you again in the next lesson. Goodbye.